capture a new player, navigate to Players, Maintenance, add a new player. The verification check facility will allow you to see whether a player is not already registered at another club or school. The construction of the verification check will differ according to the union or country rules. Different countries of origin uses different means of checking whether a player is already registered on the system or not. For example, the South African player check is performed on his or her national identity number. A player from Ghana will be checked on a constructed unique identity using the player's name and date of birth. For players from countries where the scrumIT system is not used, the player's passport number is used. The verification check can produce a number of outcomes. Depending on the verification algorithm used, you can get a verification error. In a South African player context, the player's national identity number is verified against the Department of Home Affairs algorithm. If the number is not valid, the scrumIT system will notify you. If a player is already registered with your club, the system will prevent you from capturing a duplicate player. If a player is registered with another club, the system will notify you with detail of where the player is currently registered and will allow you to submit a clearance request. Clearance request is covered in more detail in another tutorial. If all the verification checks has been passed successfully, the system will take you to a dialog where you can capture the player's detail. Compulsory fields include the player's first name, last name, mobile phone number, email address, physical address, date of birth, race, gender, weight, height, and preferred position. There are various checks in place to ensure that valid data is entered. For example, a check will be done against the validity of an email address and phone number. The system will also check that duplicate values is not being used. scrumIT makes extensive use of email communication. Automated messages are generated and emailed to players. One such an example would be to notify a red-carded player to appear in front of a disciplinary committee. Physical address data is very important. We urge you to use the smart helper fields that auto-populate the address fields for you. Each physical address is geocoded in the background and allows for powerful geography-based reporting. An example of a use case for geocoded reporting will be to show registered players' physical proximity from a club on a Google map. Demographic information captured here is used extensively in reporting tools available to your club administrator and at a union federation to monitor various measurables. The facility is provided to capture a player's medical insurance detail. This can be useful in the event that a player sustained a serious injury. Data fields to indicate a player's highest achievement in rugby and whether he or she is playing under a contract is also available. On the tab marked Other, you can select the school attended by the player. You can also indicate the player's highest qualification, where it was obtained, and whether the player is a student or currently employed. Finally, you have to upload a profile picture for the player. Click on the Load Player Photo and select a suitable, good quality profile picture. Poor quality pictures will not only result in your reports to look unprofessional, but it may result in unacceptable images for player identity cards or certificates. The guidelines for the pictures are as follows. Let all your players wear their team jerseys when the picture is taken. This is highly recommended, or at least the same kind of shirt. Take pictures against a white background with proper lighting. Make sure there are no shadows being casted against the background. Take a clear shoulder to head picture. This is an example of a good image. Here are some handy tips to see if resizing of a photograph is required. Once all the information has been captured, click on the Submit button. You will then be directed back to the verification screen to capture another player. On the transaction order trail, a record will indicate that a request has been submitted to have a player card printed. To edit information on a captured player, navigate to Edit Existing Players. Simply click on the search hyperlink and search for the relevant player using the search criteria. Thank you very much.